What's going on, guys? Today is the day I'm going to test this with a CO2 cartridge. It has been pierced already. It's already in the handle. Sprayed some silicone spray on the seal. This has been modified. So I have, this is the Umarex Brodax BB revolver. I've drilled 2 extra holes in the firing valve pin, which is like back here. And I have put a different spring in this. It's a little bit, it's a smaller wire gauge, but it's a tiny bit longer than the original stock spring. And I just want to see if this hits higher than my previous video when I had the stock valve spring in there and 1 hole drilled. It was hitting like 452 or 450 on the first couple shots. The box advertises this at 377 feet per second, you know, with just out of the box. So here goes nothing. These are just normal BBs. 464, so that's better than 454 or 452, whatever I had. 476, so that's much better. 466, so that drilling did help and the spring helped. 478. I'm gonna try this with the stock spring and see if I need to shorten my extra spring that's in here right now. Thinner gauge, but a tiny bit longer. 462, so it's still hitting hard. 452, I think that's it. Alright, you guys, I reloaded. That was 7 shots. There was still 3 in the mag, but I just reloaded that same magazine. And this has been sitting for like a minute. 456. 452. So before, when I had the single hole drilled in here, it got like 450 and like 440 for like 3 or 4 shots, and then it dropped down to like 410 and was just kind of staying normal as far as speeds after the first couple shots. So I'll see how many mags I can get. So it's kind of seems like it's starting to degas or depressurize. 426, 422, 420, 420, 406, 388. Out of ammo, changing the mag. So usually when this thing is not modified, if you're using it on this sort of warm day, like 70 degrees Fahrenheit, you'll get anywhere from like 370 feet per second to like 410 for the first couple magazines. 406, 384, 380, 372, 398, 388, 366. So first mag shooting hot, second mag kind of still hitting pretty good but slowing down. This is the I guess 3rd/4th mag. 362, 384, 376, 360, 376. But that's fine because I just want this thing to shoot, like hit hard for like a magazine or 2, and then you know, slower speeds obviously because it's on a 12-gram cartridge. I will try this again. I'll snip that spring a little bit. And then I'll try the stock spring with this current valve the way it is, with 2 extra holes drilled in it. And eventually I'll make a whole video about how to modify this. I've kind of sprinkled in shorts and stuff with like a little bit of information about what's going on in here. And I have a teardown video of this BB revolver. But I haven't done like a full how to modify yet of this pistol. So eventually once I get this working really good, I mean, it's already working way better than it was as far as feet per second and stuff on a 12 gram CO2. I still want to try this on an airline with my big CO2 tank, even though kind of historically it hasn't performed as well. I have it, my CO2 tank, I have it in the sunlight just around the corner. It's been in the sun for like 5 or 10 minutes, maybe 5 minutes now. And I'm going to turn it around and then gas it up and see what this thing hits at. But I'll just launch the rest of these BBs, and I'll probably chrono a couple, but this is already like 5 mags in. So this thing being only like $35–40, depending where you get it, it's pretty good for what it is. I've seen other BB pistols that are cheaper, but they are just like very minimal, like non-blowback, plastic, super plasticky. I don't think they weigh that much. This one has a couple areas where there's extra metal inside to make it weigh more, and it feels pretty sturdy. I have not had any issues with this Umarex Brodax. So if you're able to drill some holes and cut a spring, you could potentially have this hit pretty hard for it being a $40 pistol. So I'm just going to chrono a couple of these. 386. It has been sitting for a little bit. 384. So it's still hitting pretty good, even though this is like the 5th or 6th magazine. I mean, this isn't stupendous, but this is basically as advertised on the box. But I thought I'd be chewing through CO2 much faster with the extra holes in the valve pin and some of the other things I've done to this. So it's starting to slow down a little bit. I'll shoot this a couple times. Alright, aiming for the stump. Starting to run out of pressure. 318. 310. Yep, pretty much running out of gas. So I'm gonna degas this and I'll be right back. Alright, you guys, I will do the CO2 tank airline thing in a different video just so this isn't super long. But yeah, some improvement over the previous high speed of 454. I think 476 was the highest. But yeah, I'm gonna mess with the spring a little bit more, and I'll try this with the stock spring and then snip. I'll just snip the skinnier one. So yeah, thanks for checking this one out, and I'll do a full how to modify video at some point in the future for this thing. Umarex Brodax. Yep, so have a good one.